Hello, students. Good evening. Today we will understand phonology. What is phonology and what is phonetics, right? So, phonology is the study of organization of sound. So, that's the study of organization of sound. That's very important. That's the study of organization of sounds in language, while phonetics deals with the physical properties of speech sounds, how they are produced, their acoustic properties, and how they are perceived, right? So, phonetics deals with physical properties of speech sound, right? How they are produced, how sounds are produced, and their acoustic properties, and how they are perceived. And phonology is the study of organization of sounds. So this is the basic difference between phonology. Phonology is the organization of sound, and phonetics is the physical property of speech sound. Okay. Now, phonology is concerned with the abstract mental rules. Important. Phonology is concerned with the abstract mental rules and patterns that govern a rules sound system. Very important, right? What? That they, it's a phonology's abstract mental rules and patterns that govern a language sound system, right? So when we speak something in a speech, then that's a uh, we study abstract mental rules, means we imbibe the rules, our brain imbibe the rules of language and patterns, right? That's the whole study of phonology. It's about how sounds are used to create meaningful distinction. Important. How sounds are used to create meaningful distinctions. The fundamental unit of phonology is phoneme. Means phoneme is the base of phonology, which is the smallest unit of sound. Phoneme is what? Phoneme is the smallest unit of sound, smallest unit of sound that can change the meaning, that can change the meaning of a word. Best example, right? Just direction changes, smallest unit of sound, okay? Smallest unit of sound, okay? And that can change the meaning of a word. This little bit direction change the meaning of the word. In this case, right? Direction change means meaning change. Phonemes are abstract. What are actually pronounced are their physical realization. What phonemes are abstract, that is in mind actually. What we actually pronounce are their physical realization, right? So, what physical realization is? That's a According to this is physical realization. Okay, and that is P. But then sometime P is pronounced in different ways, which is called allophones, right? Means same sound, same phoneme pronounced in different way is called phoneme allophones, right? Suppose you say spike, then before spike, right? So here P sound will be different if you say pound, if you say pony, right? So that sound is because before this P, no word is other letter is used. Here that other letter is S. So then both the P are different. One is voice or voiceless. Is pips, but pony. So that's a both. We'll discuss it later on, but that is there, right? Now, segmental phonology. First is that is called segmental phonology. Segmental segments, right? This is the most traditional and common areas of phonological study, focusing on the discrete sound units of a language. Discrete sounds units of a language. Okay, so that is called segmental phonology. Focus individual consonants and vowels segments. We will see. Then core concept, phonemes versus allophones. As mentioned above, a phoneme is a mental category, right? We have told our mind that this is P, this is Q, this is B, this is D. While an allophone is phonetic variant, I told you. Phoneme is a mental category, so that is mental category that we have told our mind that's a PB, right? So that's a mental means that is not expressed in the letters. That's a mental. We have told our mental why this P, why this Q, why this, right? Okay. While the allophones is phonetic variant, but that is different variation of P, different variation of B, something. Example in English, the T sound is a phoneme, right? So that's a suppose this T sound is a phoneme. T is a phoneme. It has different allophones, but for this T, different elements, allophones. The T is top is aspirated in top. So that's aspirated top, right? Aspirated means puffing. We find puff in our mouth, meaning it's followed by a puff of air. Why when we speak top? So then there is puff in the mouth, while the T in stop, then there is no puff. That is unaspirated. So in top P is aspirated, in stop P is unaspirated. No puff is made. The allophonic difference does not change the meaning. That is also important. That allophonic difference does not change the meaning of the word. But a native speaker instinctively known when to use which variant. But natives understand. That's a what's the proper use of the variant, right? So they suggest you it's not pop, it's not top. how to speak. So local people guide us, right? Because they are familiar with they are with the root. That is why they know. Now another term also important, minimal pair. Sometimes uh, a short note is asked for minimal pair. So minimal pair, these are pairs of words that differ by only one sound in the same position. So these are the pairs of the words, not sound, words that differ by only one sound in the same position, providing that the two sounds are distinct phoneme, right? Minimal pair. For example, the word put, pit, bit form a minimal pair. Why? Because pit and bit, just P and B. So only one sound in the same position, that is, right? It's differ. Pit and bit form a minimal pair. The only difference is the initial sound. Only difference is the initial sound. P versus B, which changes the meaning. The demonst- this demonstrates that P and B are separate phonemes in English. Important, right? Then next is also very important, suprasegmental, right? Suprasegmental phonology. Prosody, short note comes, is asked. The branch features studies sound features in that extends over more than a single sound segment. These are crucial for rhythm, meaning, and emotion. Focus features like stress, intonation, and tone. Okay. Stress. Suprasegmental core concept is stress, the emphasis or prominence given to a syllable. Emphasis, right? Given to a syllable in each stress can distinguish between nouns and verbs. For example, the word permit, stress on the first syllable. Per is one syllable, mit is another two syllable. This is two syllable word. So first syllable is noun per, that is noun per, as you need a fishing permit. You need a fishing permit. The word permit, stress on the second syllable, right? So that the word permit, stress on the second syllable, is a word mit, as in the police will permit you to enter. So that's the police will permit you to the enter. Here per and then mit, right? So stress will be on permit, right? So that study is called suprasegment. So that's a stress, right? Where to put stress. Then intonation, that is also important. The rise and fall of pitch in an utterance. When we speak something, I said I will teach you, so there are rise fall in my tone. It's called intonation. It can signal sentence type. Question: what is your name? I did not tell. So that's a different tone, but statement. So that is intonation, right? Intonation means what tone, which way we talk, right? That is when we show our emotion. Example, the phrase you are coming to the party. So that's a question, however, but his statement is simple. You are coming to the party. You are coming to the party? Like this. That's a question. Can be question if the pitch rises at the end. You are coming to the party? So then pitch rises in the end. The same word use falling pitch. You are coming in the coming to the party. You are coming to the party. So that's a tone is different. That is called intonation. Is a statement confirming information. Now next is tone. Tone is in tone languages like Mandarin Chinese. The pitch contour of a syllable is part of word's meaning. For example, the syllable ma in Mandarin can have four different meanings depending on its tone. Ma, high level tone, high level tone, meaning means mother. Ma, rising tone means hemp. Ma, hemp. Then ma, dipping tone. Ma means horse, and ma, falling tone means to scold. So tone, same word, right? But same syllable speak in different ways. It sets the tone and different meanings. That's a tone. So that is all part of suprasegmental phonology. That is suprasegmental stress, intonation, and tones. Now next is generative phonology. This is theoretical framework that models the sound system of a language as a set of rules, right? So that is generative phonology, set of rules, something to do with set of rules. It attempts to explain how speakers generate pronunciation from their abstract knowledge of a language, right? Abstract, which is in your mind actually. So here focus is the mental process and rules that link underlying phonological forms to their surface phonetic realization. Core concept is underlying representation, phonological rules, right? Underlying representation. The abstract ideal form of a morpheme, that smallest unit of meaning as it is stored in the mind. We know that, we understand that's a meaning of a word. My mind knows the meaning of word resilient, right? So then uh, I listen this word or I speak this word, immediately my mind understand that is understand the meaning, and then I will use very easily, that is underlying representation. Then psychological rules, very important, ordered rules that applied to the UR underlying uh, representation to produce the correct surface form. For example, the plural of English has one underlying form, often represented as Z, which is then changed by the series of rules. Very important and very common example, right? So please take care of this example. That is, for example, if the preceding sound is voiceless, this is something voice and voiceless consonant. So preceding sound is a voiceless consonant like P, K, P, T, K, F, Q. The Z becomes voiceless. So then the Z becomes voiceless. So cat because of T, cat is pronounced that's cat, cats. Okay, but same s in if the preceding sound is a sibilant, right? So that's a this is sibilant. A vowel is inserted between z, then dogs, not direct s dogs. So it's not dogs, it's not dogs, right? Okay, I am giving dogs. It's not dogs. Not possible. This is not possible. This sound is not possible. Because, right? That's buses. Then bus plus s is buses. So it's not bus s e s. So that sound buses, right? So which is this sound is very important in case of buses. In all other cases, the Z remains Z. Dogs. That's a dogs. Sound is dogs. Okay. So, auto segmental and metrical phonology. Next type. So, that is these are more modern framework that moved beyond linear sequential analysis of segmental and generative phonology. Means this is modern concept, it's not just linear. For example, auto segmented phonology proposes that phonological features like tone realization nasalization, right, so that can exist on separate tiers that are independent of the segmentalator. This I'm not reading because this is something beyond your syllabus. For graduation, that up to here, that's enough. These three types are enough, which will be discussed in a class in detail, right? But yes, one more small notes, even board notes, I'm going to share with you. Thank you so much. Bye. Good night.